right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet. Every day I work my thumb.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
59, ready, we're ready. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 21.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, 75 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. They'll buy some time right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 44 yards on the ground. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Waiting. 56 is the mic. Kill. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wentz flush to his right. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run with Sanders. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. First quarter touchdown run. Remember, this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
General West.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. In your face.
A first down carry for Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Ready. X25.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. On 2nd down, here's Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th.
Gun. Bang, bang. Hey, South. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Wait. Switch. Hey, South.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. It's a second down run with Sanders. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11. Wentz on the give to Sanders. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Now Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. From the 35 on second down, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Watch the whip.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
61, matchbox lights. 53 to Mike. Sprint plan. Let's go, D. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Here we go. Check three.
They'll run for it with Smith. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a play fake here on first down. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Ryan. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Ryan on first down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Ryan will throw again. Going for it all. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Philip Dorsett as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. That's complete to Smith.
Ryan's pass complete to Ego Smith. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Steps away to his left. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's got Smith here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Tuesday. Wait.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Jones has it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
51, stop!
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Got it. 53, Mike.
Smith trying to run for it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's now third and goal.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal.
He don't know no better. He's coming.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Pick up the ball. Hey, Zoo.
Wentz going to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And Amendola with a catch. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Buying time to his left. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Topper! Choose it.
Mike 5'9".
Here. I'm coming.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Ryan. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Waiting. 54. Go, Cat, let's go. We got this. We got this.
To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. And a short return to the 6-yard line. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They go back to the ground with Smith. He's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Now it's Smith running right. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll just